one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. I said I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Hi there, I am Lisa, the ukulele fool, foolishly listening to what my patron said, and I'm giving you some more blues. In this video, we're going to talk about the F7 chord and all the strumming options that you have for this song, and there's a play along as well. Oh, and I've got some singing tips too. It's the blues, folks, so you only need these 3 basic chords, but we're going to throw in this not so basic chord, but you have some options. Let's go over that right now. An F7, a true F7, is a 4-finger chord. You finger your F, and then the ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of the C string, and then your A string is picked up by your pinky, and that's an F7. You have some options. It is still an F7 if you don't use your pinky. It doesn't have as much flavor, but it's technically an F7 as well. So you just need to get that ring finger down there on the C string 3rd fret. And if you're a little bit slow, it's okay. You can add it later too. If you don't get there right at the instant, get it down there. That's another option. Lastly, don't play the F7. Just keep it an F. It won't be quite as spicy, but you know, some people like their blues mild. You have so many strumming options that you can use with this tune. So let's go over the things that aren't optional, and that's how many beats each chord gets. Most of the chords are going to get 4 beats, but if you see them color-coded in yellow, they only get 2 beats. So that's not optional. Option number 1, for strumming, you could island strum all those 4-beat chords and then do a 2-beat strum, a down, down, up for the F and G7. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Just like that. Tracy Chapman's version of this song starts out very sparse, and so in keeping with that sparseness, I'm going to use a modified island strum for those 4-beat strums. It removes one of the up strums. Still going to do 2-beat strum on the yellow chords. This is what it would sound like. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. So another great option. I want to muddy up the sound. I like to add a chuck to my modified island strum and my 2-beat strum. A brief discussion of a chuck is that I use my nails and scrape them on the strings, but I quickly follow it up with this fleshy part of my hand so that the strings get muted almost immediately too. So it's kind of a percussion sound. The thing that I show people is that my hand elevation, instead of strumming, my hand is much closer to the strings when I do the chuck. A modified island strum with a chuck. 1, 2, here we go. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. If your chuck just isn't quite chucking it, hit your instrument and do it with your nails touching. So I put my hand in this kind of claw fashion and hit my instrument. It sounds like this. No matter what strum you're doing, let's just practice it with no pesky lyrics, just the chords. Don't do those bluesy chords. 1, 2, here we go. C and F, G7 and C. F7, G7, C, and G7, and F, and C. All right. Nice thing about the blues is you have lots of repetition. I've got all the strumming options that we talked about in my chord chart, as well as the color coding, and I would hope that you would want to get a copy of the chord chart as well as every chord chart for every YouTube tutorial that I've ever done, and you do that on Patreon. I have a 7-day free trial, and you know, you get all the chord charts and 2 live Zoom sessions for only $3 US a month. You can cancel anytime. I'd love to have you on Patreon. Hey, thanks to all my patrons. I could not do this without you. Here's my singing tip. Tracy Chapman does this in the key of E, which is not a particularly friendly ukulele key, so I put it into key of C. It is a little low, particularly if you're a female. So singing tip for today is use your capo. If you're finding turn myself around, you know, if that's just getting way too in the basement for you, try putting your capo either on the 2nd fret, and then you might have to tune it after you put it on, because sometimes capo distorts the tuning, but give me one reason to stay here, not turn right back around. Not quite as low. You could even go up to the 3rd fret and play in the key of E, and you could sing along with Ms. Chapman. It makes the instrument sound a little high, but it's okay. Let's play this together. Your starting pitch is right here. Give 1, 2, here we go. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't want to leave you lonely, but you got to make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number, and I know that you got mine. But you know that I called you too many times. You can call me, baby, you can call me anytime, but you got to call me. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't want to leave you lonely, you gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me, they might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me, they might take away my life. I just want somebody to hold me and rock me through the night. This youthful heart can love you and give you what you need. I said this youthful heart can love you, oh, and give you what you need. But I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. Give me one reason to to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. I said I don't want to leave you lonely, but you gotta make me change my mind. Baby, just give me one reason, give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason, give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I loved you, and there ain't no more to say. Alright, please let me know how you do. I do respond to all my comments. It may take me a week, but I'd love to hear how this helps you on your ukulele journey. I also take requests, although I've got a lengthy list of them to go through. YouTube should be suggesting something else here. Thanks for staying to the end. And you know, if you can give this a thumbs up, that would be so perfect because it really helps my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that as well. All right, I hope to see you in my next video.